Hey guys, what's going on? Today, I'm going to be going over how to AWP on CT-Side Anubis. AWPing on CT-Side Anubis can sometimes seem pretty frustrating because there's really not that many plays you can go for. So a lot of the time, you're not going to have super flashy games where you're getting a bunch of opening picks, but you're going to start winning so many more games if you start thinking of your role less as the AWPer and more as the rotator. Since the AWPer on Anubis doesn't have a set spot like mid, B, or A, you can kind of start wherever you want and your team has to play around you. But real quick, I wanted to mention my Metafy. If you're interested in any coaching or demo reviews, there is a link in the description. I have plenty of times available in our coaching sessions together, might even end up as a video if that's something you're comfortable with. But yeah, enough about that. Let's start by going over the few openings that you do have as the AWPer on Anubis. Probably the most common opening pick that you would go for as the AWPer on Anubis is the E-box peek. So if you have one of the better spawns towards E-box, either the right side spawn or the left side spawn, you can run towards E-box at the start of the round, bounce a flash off the wall, and then just take a peek into canals. This flash is not perfect because people will be able to dodge it on the other side of canals if they just sit behind the wall like this, so we might want to add another flash over mid. What we can do is just have our mid player come here and throw a flash like this, so that anyone playing here dodging our flash will get blind by this one. Another play towards B that is really strong is just coming to pizza right away. You can just start your AWP here, pizza or jail, whatever you call it, and then just post into B main like this. Of course, make sure your teammate has E-box control because you are exposed, but starting here will definitely catch a lot of people off guard if they're trying to lurk up B main. There is a really nice boost play you can do here in B main as well. If you just have your teammate come B main and crouch like this, you can jump on their head and then peek the top of B main like this. And if they stand up, you can see even more. If the T-side B lurker is just playing super passive back here, you're definitely going to catch him off guard. And real quick, I do have to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an automated trading site that allows you to take some of your old skins and trade them in for some new ones. There are a ton of skins on the site, but if you're looking for something specific, you can use the filter to find the skin that you're looking for. And when you're making your first trade on the site, make sure to use my code GRAPE for a bonus of up to $5 for free. If you see a skin on the site that you want and you don't have one of equal value, you can also deposit money with a 30% bonus plus an extra 5% if you use my code GRAPE at checkout. And even if you don't have anything to trade, they do free giveaways every single day, so there's literally nothing to lose by joining SkinsMonkey. So just make sure to use the link in my description and have fun trading. As for starting towards mid, there's really only one pick you can go for. You can just start towards mid like normal, throw a molly to deny any sort of rush, come through the doors, and then post on the right side like this. If you know the T's have been mollying doors, you can even do the same molly and then just drop a smoke to put out their molly right away, and then do the same exact peek. Of course, this is burning a molly and a smoke right away at the start of the round, so only do the smoke if you really know they're going to be mollying doors. Your teammate towards mid should be holding some sort of flash for you off your shot, so as soon as you shoot, he can throw his flash. So if anyone was trying to chase you down after you shot, they'll get blind by the flash and they'll have to fall back. I actually forgot about this pick, but you can also just smoke mid at the start of the round, and if no one rushes through, you can just come here and peek steps like this from the middle of bridge. Of course, you're risking getting spammed, but there's going to be risk with every play. And if you're able to, you can also call for your player towards E-box to bounce a flash at the same time you're going to peek, and he can also double peek with you while you're peeking mid-bridge. As for AWP picking towards A, it's also very simple. Really, the only thing you'll be doing if you're going for an aggressive peek towards A main is just coming here and posting in deep. You can either have a teammate throw a flash through the windows for you, so just anything like this to flash anyone close, or you could even bounce flash for yourself like this and then just post from close. But again, this is pretty risky because the best spawn on T-side can get here at the start of the round, and they might be able to walk up on you. That's really all the early picks you can do on CT side of this map. Like I said, there's really not that many early picks for you to do, but there is a lot to know for how to rotate. As I said before, we can start anywhere as the AWPer, but the most common spot we will start is towards B. Since B is pretty tough to hold as two people, there are a lot of rounds where you just come towards B and post B main and help your teammates with the B hold. That way, if any rush comes in, we're going to be here to help. And even if there isn't any rush, our two teammates can just play double E-box and keep E-box control for longer if we're helping them by posting on B main. But what you have to understand when you're AWPing towards B is that you can't just sit here forever. Yes, starting B makes our B hold a lot stronger, but it also weakens mid and A. It is okay to leave mid and A weak at the start of the round because they are easily stuffed by minimal utility. Our teammate towards mid can just molly or smoke mid, and we can also just molly and smoke A main. I should also mention when you're starting towards B, it's a good idea to come here and just drop your smoke and molly to your teammate towards mid, so he can use that to drop it towards the A player to stuff A main, or if he has to, he can use the nades towards mid. But you're really not going to need the smoke and molly when you're AWPing towards B. But yeah, like I said, you cannot sit here for the entire round. Let's just run through an example. Let's say we just start 3B and nothing is really happening towards B, but our mid teammate says they've double mollied mid, they mollied house, and they mollied doors, and he had to fall off mid and play back into camera. What we should not do is just sit here and pretend like nothing happened. We are the majority towards B and we have to make the play. If the T's just take the space and then just smoke him off and try and split towards B, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Or even if they don't come towards B and they just smoke temple off and split on our A teammates, there's a good chance we're just going to lose the round because an A split against two rifles is pretty strong. So what we have to do off of info that there's heavy pressure on another side of the map is push our side. Since we're already here and we're 3B, we can just call our two other B teammates to push B main with our flash. So you can just come back here and line up this flash, come into this corner, aim in the middle of this railing right here, and then and W type jump throw. This flash will pop B main and blind anyone playing in here. And just like that, we took info on B main, we have the space, and then once our teammates either get the kills or if they don't see anyone, they get inserted, you can just rotate off and leave, getting ready to help towards mid or rotate towards A as fast as you can. It's just important you don't stay stagnant, especially when there's pressure on the other side of the map. Now you are the rotate, but your op is really strong in holding B. So you don't have to go for this B main push every single time there's heavy pressure towards mid, because then you'll just be too telegraphed. But instead of you just rotating to help towards mid, since your op might not be so useful behind a smoke, you can actually just stay as the opper because your op is really strong in posting B main, and then just let one of the rifles rotate and you stay towards B. And one of the strongest starts that you can do that a lot of people don't do as the opper on Anubis is starting towards A. Starting your op posted into A main is super strong. You can post from close like this into A main, trying to catch anyone walking in right away, or op pillar holding for the swing as well. This way you can get the kill and then drop a smoke and live. So you can actually do this with your rifler, just have him come in and get close into A main at the start of the round and play anti-flash, and then you just come here and post deep for him. And then if they try to take A main, you're gonna have a perfect setup and just destroy them if they try and come in. As soon as you get the first kill, your teammate can turn. If they flash and you get blind, your teammate can turn, and you're just gonna have a free time getting these kills. But opping towards A is so strong because you can hold this for a lot longer than your rifler can. Your rifler will run out of nades and he can't just stand here in the middle of the open and hold this because it's just not viable. But as the opper you can, because the op is one shot, one kill. That way your rifler is freed up to play double mid, or you guys can even stack towards 3B at the start of the round and not have to worry about it. And there is a really nice re-aggro you can do towards mid if you guys lose it. So let's say you start in the A main setup and there's nothing happening towards A main, and your teammate mid loses mid control. Instead of just sitting here and waiting to get split or letting your B teammates get exec on as two people B, one of you guys should stuff A main and you should go to re-aggro mid. So your two riflers can walk towards mid, get ready to re-aggro, and you can flash like this. Just throw it through camera, and then anyone trying to walk on mid will get completely blind, and you're going to be able to re-clear mid and get the kills or get the info. So just like B, we're re-aggroing with the flash and not just staying stagnant. And now for the last thing, you are going to be starting some rounds towards mid to support your mid teammate. You really only need to know one lineup towards mid to help your teammate. All you have to do is come into this corner, look for this black line and aim 2 bricks above, left click the flash like this. The flash will pop on the right side of the brick so your teammate can fight from here, and it will blind anyone within mid. Now this same lineup works as an HE grenade, so instead of a flash you can throw an HE, and if the T's smoked house you can HE like this and break open the smoke for your teammate. If you want a simpler flash from mid, all you have to do is just come here to camera, aim right around here on the wall, and then just jump throw. And this flash will also work towards mid. It just won't always get all these players that are playing in rat angles like this, where the other flash will. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to go over in today's video. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below, check out my Discord, or leave a comment in my Twitch chat when I'm live. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this guide can help you in your games. See ya.